so I have to be very quiet because everyone is asleep right now. So that's why I decided to do this now. So, Justice League, Batmobile, very big box, right? Signature, limited edition. I was waiting to do this until I got my plaque, which I just got yesterday. So here's the box, right? The whole box. I think I'm on camera. It's a beautiful, beautiful large box. I love this thing. And if you come around, you can probably see me. So that's the back. Everything you need to know. Zack Snyder's Justice League. You can read all of that if I bring it a little closer. Can you read that? Of course you can, because I brought it closer. You're welcome. Look at that. Beautiful. And I just reviewed Batmobile the other day. So this is perfect. I'm fresh off the block. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's get this beast out of the box and onto the table. Now, usually I would throw the box at this point, but because everyone's sleeping, I'm going to lightly put it down to the side. Excellent. I almost just fell. So, let's get the Batmobile out of the box and onto the table. So before we continue with the video, I would like to thank Yoast for shouting out my video, my last Batmobile video in the Jazzinc group chat, which is a great place to be. You should check it out. But here we have the Jazzinc Batmobile. I got the Justice League version because I like the armored look a lot better. Excuse me. I just like the way all of the guns look on all of it. My assistant is now leaving. Quite rude of him, I do believe. Being extra quiet. Let's bring you around and show you out how this guy looks. So, as you can see here, it is a beautiful, beautiful car, and it's big. I'm gonna have to put this on the floor to do a comparison. So, enjoy the floor in my room when we get to that point. The Justice League version has this, which is different than the BVS version, which doesn't have all these guns. It only has a front gun. This would be just full windshield, which I wish I did have, but if I had to go with one, I would go with this one, because Justice League just makes more sense to me. So starting from the front, two big wheels that are connected together, as you can see there. A missile turret, which is magnet held in. These two machine guns, which are just held in place. This big tank gun, all the way back. Shh, I said shh. You see my missiles on the sides, which are magnetically held in. And coming around to the back, you can see more Batmobile. Oops, don't look at that. More Batmobile goodness. All right, stop spinning this. More Batmobile goodness. There's no weird pyrotechnics and there's no smoke in this one. There are lights. I haven't hooked them up yet. So let's get inside the Batmobile after I move this chair quietly, obviously. Shh, 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 shh. So after we crack this open, which be careful because it will lift this piece, because this whole piece comes out. So if you lift this up, you can see the inside with the driver's chair, which Batman has not sat in yet. You can see the steering console, which does turn. There's a lot of buttons. Let's see if I can get you in there to see some more detail. Can't really see much, but you can see the console there. And you can see everything around it, which does look very good. You can see all of that from out here, all the nice weathering, and just everything about this thing looks really, really nice overall. I'm a huge fan. of the way this looks. Is it BB9E compatible though? I'll have to check in a little bit. Let me go grab a Batman so we can see how that looks next to it. I don't think the tactical suit Batman is gonna sit in there very well. So if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go grab a Batman right about now. So as I'm learning, the tactical suit Batman does not bend nearly enough to get into the Batmobile. So you can have him like that. There's probably a way. There's probably a way to do it. But, right? You know who is compatible? BB9E. You know, BB9E driving another Batmobile. And he fits in there. Shh. I said shh. Stop being so loud. And he fits in there real nicely. You can see him in there. What a beautiful guy. So, Batman might not fit, but you can always fit your favorite black droid. But you can kind of see, here, hold on. You can kind of see if I can fix his legs. Don't mind the camera work. You can kind of see how he looks compared to the Batmobile, which he does look good. He looks very good next to the Batmobile, and it makes me very happy having these two together. I have to build a whole new shelf for this thing because it's far too large, which you will see when I bring out the other Batmobiles. Which, if that's the case, now that we've seen what this guy looks like, I guess we could go bring out the other two Batmobiles. Also, before I forget, I would like to thank Zack Snyder and Patrick Tadopoulos, however you say his last name, for this awesome plaque. I'm glad I got a Zack doodle, and I am 007. That is awesome. It'll sit right here in front of all of my DC figures as it slowly grows and probably has to move off of this shelf. So thank you too for that. Back to the main video at hand. I am a man of my word most of the time. And I know I said we'd go on the floor, but we're not actually going on the floor. We're going on my bed because I can make it look pretty enough. Look at that. It's all like plaid and fun. So, as stated previously, I'm one of the few people who will bust their way out to compare some Batmobiles. So here we have the 3 Batmobiles I own. Starting with the Jazzinc ones, you can see these two here. They look really good together. This one's a lot more tactical. This one's more brutish. And that's a big car. That is a very big car. That's also very, very pretty. You can see it's slightly bigger than the other one. I barely fit this on a shelf, and now I have to figure out how to fit this one. I have to build a whole new shelf for it, which is fine because my DC was getting overrun anyway. What's more shocking is how tiny the tumbler is. They make it look like such a big car, and it's just this tiny little wah wah. And I'm not saying I hate it, because it's the first Batmobile I bought because I knew I'd be getting these two. But still, I just feel like it should be bigger. That's what she said to me before she left. But anyway, Batmobile, Batmobile, Batmobile. And you can see how nice they look together. I cannot wait to get the 89 Batmobile and not have any way to display them together unless I'm completely... I'm just going to go outside for that, which is fine, I guess. But yes, here's the 3 Batmobiles. You can use this information however you please. Like you can see these two here. The tire thing is kind of similar with the way it goes. Independent tires in the front. But that's about it. This thing is a box. I get what it's supposed to be, but it's kind of lame if you look at it. Like even this one looks cool. That's a cool car. This one is beautiful. It's sleek, yet angular at the same time. I just don't know how they did it. And the 89 obviously is my baby. This guy is just, as I said, wah wah. It's kind of disappointing. The bike looks better than that. It's because it's too flat up here. But I'm not here to make fun of this guy. I'm just here to compare them, you know? And there they are. The Batmobile 3. They are beautiful together. If you have these 3 Batmobiles, let me know. And let me know how you display them. Because I would love to know. Since I need to learn how to display them together. moving on, let's drive off the Batmobiles to the end of the video and do some wrap-ups, shall we? Have fun back in the kitchen. Back to you, Metro in the kitchen. I hope the heater isn't too loud in the background, because that is kind of annoying. And if it is, I'm sorry. I'm very unprofessional, but midnight is the only time I can record things because it's the only time everybody in the house is quiet. So, with that out of the way, this Batmobile might be my favorite of the 3 I have so far. I thought the 22 would be it, but this guy is just top notch. And you can see here, Batman and BB-90 not getting along, even though, you know, they're the same at heart. And they really should learn to live together. And if you were on the fence about this guy and didn't pick it up, I'm sorry. Try to get on the wait list, because that wait list is always converting. People getting the FOMO and then changing their mind at the last second. But this guy is just so worth it. It's too good. Even the BVS one, I can assume, is just, because I mean, it's just this with those guns. I can assume the BVS version would be just as good, if not better, maybe, depending on what you want. Let me throw in, I'm not gonna bother. But yes, if this is what you're looking for, or if you haven't gotten yours yet and you're wondering what it'll look like, this is it. This is the big, bad Batmobile at its best. This is one of the best. This is probably my second favorite Batmobile design. And that's coming from a person who loves the 89. If I had to wager, I'd say 89, this one, the 2022, and then the Tumbler for Batmobiles that I'll own, at least, unless the Arkham Knight one comes out. Then that's a game changer right there, but we're not going to talk about that. What we are going to talk about is you the person right there, taking the time to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that helps a lot, because then I can show you more cool things that I've bought that I probably don't have the money for. And if you do subscribe, make sure to like it so that the YouTube algorithm also likes me, because that makes me happier, because then more people will subscribe. I thought I heard something moving. Nobody should be moving. Everybody should be asleep right now, like we said. So anyway, with that out of the way, buy this Batmobile if you haven't already. Buy the Batman to go with it, because if you watch one of my previous reviews of this Batman, he's really good. He's really good. So the Batman and the Batmobile, surprisingly, shockingly, are both good. BB-90 is also good. If you don't have one, get one. Subscribe, like the video, share it with all of your friends, every single person, your grandmother, your mother, your dad, your aunt, your step family, your in-laws. I don't care who you share it with. Share it with everybody. Share it with the president. Everybody send this to the president if you have to. Either way, I have been me, and you've been you, and BB-90 here is always here too. I will see you next time I review something that most likely won't be a Batmobile for a bit.